we are antennas. We get nudges from everywhere. So fine-tuning and connecting to and learning how to trust our antenna and how to sort through, or I'm seeing it like a sifter, sifting through all of the noise and information to be able to know what is an intuitive message and what is just nonsense. So it does feel like polka music is playing at the same time as hair metal rock band and R&B. There's all of this sound happening all at the same time. And so it would be understandable that we tune some of it out, or that we ignore some of it, or get overwhelmed by it. And so creating a sensory experience, an imaginative environment, it allows you to tune and notice. And then we create space where you can just free write. It's stream of conscious. Whatever words are present for you, you make them solid on the page without judging them as they're coming out. And that is what other people refer to as channeled messages, where you just write. And then we read ourselves. We take a moment to witness and see ourselves, because that's how we can differentiate between those messages and feel like, ooh, this pings something else in me when I hear this back, when I'm able to witness it. If you're hearing what we're saying and you're like, what does that mean? Or is that possible? Or could that be true? When you hear me say, healing doesn't have to be hard and feeling your feelings can be fun, that isn't hard to understand. Those are difficult concepts, but it will bring up something in you where you might go, I don't think that's true, or I know that that's not true. Okay, well then you're not at a place where you are curious about how it could be true. So it's not for you then right now. It's available to you, but if you have that resistance to even the thought, then it's going to take something for you to be able to hear what we're saying. But if you hear healing doesn't have to be hard, feeling your feelings can be fun, if you hear that and you go, how? That hasn't been my experience, but I wish it was. Okay, well then try this free session. Keep listening, because the major key, if you actually want to change your life, if you want to have the life that you really want to have, if you know that you deserve to be treated better than you've been treated in the past, and you know that you want to trust yourself and support yourself and love yourself, and you just don't quite have it, like self-love then, and all of the things that people are saying, or feeling safe and trust and all of that, it's like, well, I don't have it. I've never experienced it before, so I just don't even believe that that's possible. Okay, but are you curious? If you're curious, then the other stuff can come. It will come. Trust will come. Safety will come. Love will come. You don't have to have it right this minute. It's okay. It's actually really understandable if you don't. There's a lot of reasons why a lot of people don't, because human beings suck sometimes and do things that harm and hurt and are cruel and remove our ability to connect with ourselves and feel those feelings because we've been hurt. So it's okay if you don't feel any of that, if you don't think it's possible and all of those things. You can have resistance, you can experience avoidance of healing and feeling and all of that. You don't have to have a positive attitude about it at all. But are you curious? Are you like, how? I would like that to be true. Well, then you're open to having a sensory experience. You're open to being able to tune yourself and get those messages for yourself and be able to self-integrate and heal and trust yourself and feel safe with yourself and love yourself and witness yourself and be able to connect to your intuition, your creativity, your higher self, your fullest version of yourself, your God gut, what you know for sure, because you just know it, you feel it. It's understandable if you're disconnected from that and you don't trust it, and that you think, well, I've made mistakes, or I've trusted people I shouldn't have trusted, or people just are untrustworthy and I don't know who to trust. I don't know, like everything sucks. It's understandable. And so trying to be positive on top of feeling resentment or hurt is why stuff is intermittent, why sometimes you can manifest and sometimes it seems like it's not working, because it's an inconsistent connection, because we're trying to not have the negatives be there, or we focus too much on the shadow work stuff. Really what it is about creating an open channel, an open line of communication with yourself so that you can hear yourself and you can notice what you think, and by writing it down, by recording it, by finding some way to take it from just the chatter inside your mind and making it something that you can actually hear yourself back or read it back and know what the words are that you're repeating, healing becomes possible. Trust becomes possible. Love becomes possible. Being so connected to that direct line, that channel of information, that you can pull information from places that we can't explain. It is possible for every human being. We all have the hookups and the plugins and whatever. We've just been unplugged, or the electricity hasn't been pumping, it hasn't been turned on. But we can learn to turn it on gently and incrementally through plum practice, through the diner specifically, like really learning the layered writing process. You focus in a way that's doable, simple steps, actions you can take. You do this for so many minutes, you do this for so many minutes. It's simple stuff, so it doesn't feel like, how would I connect to my intuition? I don't know where to start. Okay, start here. This is a really great starting point. Take the guesswork out of it, because there's so much is going to feel like that in the information you receive. The system or the parameters don't also have to feel confusing. So we made it really, really simple so that you can practice, that you can play with it.